Hi Cancer, Enchantress here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the month's upcoming challenges. Now, if you'd like to learn more about Enchantress the author, you can always hit the down bar. All of my links are below, as well as the links to the Healing Chakra beads and Mental Chatter Musings monthly newsletter, where you can find literary tips and resources, healing tips and resources, juicy sneak peeks, and also you can check out our featured author of the month, our star player, who is Brianna Cole, entertainment mogul extraordinaire. I implore you to check out our spotlight section of the newsletter and see what she has in store for you. Now let's get into why we are here. We're here to go over your month of January. Now, we'll start at Uranus. It's the planet of revolution, shocks, and surprises. It's in Taurus. The earth sign of Taurus reigns over our money, our values, our resources. These areas of our lives are experiencing a drastic evolution. Now, I have to note that now that Saturn and Jupiter have moved into Aquarius, they're squaring this transit they're squaring the Uranus transit, causing challenges that could catch us off guard in our area of friends and high hopes. Now, for you, this is also an area of shared finances. We will have to put in extra effort in these areas, but it will bring blessings that are worth it with Jupiter there as well. Now, the next year will be about friends and high hopes, just like 2020 was about career for the collective. Expect big changes as far as friends and goals are concerned, as well as your shared finances. Okay? Now, right now it's retrograde. It doesn't go direct until January the 14th. And then you'll start receiving new shocks and surprises. But right now it's retrograde, Uranus is. So you're receiving shocks and surprises from the past. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication, skills, and intellect, it entered Capricorn at 0 degrees on December the 20th. This position allows you to be sharp in perception, okay? You can see both sides of the coin now, which will allow you to make the right decision. If you choose to do both, then so be it. You can handle two things at once. Now, this transition favors your areas of communication, siblings, community, even short distance travel. Also, you have good communication pouring into or from your sector of friends and high hopes. You are in for surprise communication. Capricorn is at an opposition to your sign. So you could have a rebirth in communication in a relationship, or you could be ending communication within a relationship. Now, communication as to your personal finances and your sector of secret, sacrifice, and solitude are faded. A secret could cause endings or new beginnings. So let's hope it's a rebirth in finances that's communicated to you. Obstacles in communication will surface in your areas of home, family, and roots, as well as career. So you communicating back and forth with your family, you could see some issues with things. You might not like some of the things some of your family members say or what they communicate to you during Capricorn season. Now, you have opportunities arising in the area of romance, creativity, and children, as well as long-distance travel, education, and the way that you think. So you trying both of these areas, so they should definitely bring you favor in communication, okay? The kids are listening, love is communicated your way, and your great skills can definitely be praised during Capricorn season, okay? The sun, it entered on the 21st. Capricorn, of course. Mercury entered Yesterday we just talked about that. So your skills to juggle more than one task while handling them with diplomacy can be illuminated now. While the sun is in Capricorn, you can expect changes to our areas of self and relationships, or your area of self and relationships. At the same time, endings can bring you opportunities in shared finances. So the death of something can bring a rebirth in another area. Like maybe you finish making payments on your car or some, or anything. That's just an example. Now you have income freed up that helps your shared finances because you don't have to pay for that car anymore, or your finances, period. That helps out. But a creative endeavor also, dreams, illusions, delusions, even fantasy can present a blessed opportunity. So you could have a dream that winds up being a blessed opportunity for you. It creates an opportunity for you. And you dream up a creative endeavor or a solution to one of your issues. Now, shocking surprises as to good fortune is also seen here because of an aspect to Uranus in your sector of friends and high hopes. All the things I mentioned is a factor during Capricorn season, okay? Now, let's move along to Jupiter. It's the planet of luck and expansion. It's at 3 degrees Aquarius, our collective area of friends and family. It's semi-square Neptune at 18 degrees Pisces on January the 4th. So we're talking about today, January the 4th. Friends and high hopes could provide aid with a job endeavor or a creative endeavor. They could be offering you a job or a chance to work. One could gain a high social position or notoriety due to personal achievements using your creative skills or your gift of gab. Your valuable connections could usher success your way. Sometimes it's who you know. Be mindful of immersing yourself in illegal activities, though. You may stumble upon something that becomes a valuable resource during this transit. Just add it to your repertoire. In this transit, your sector of shared finances, rebirth, and endings is causing friction to or feeling friction from your area of long distance travel, education, the way you think and the things you preach. So you're spending too much money on something you want, you might be spending more money on education as well, schooling or workshops. If you're doing workshops on the web or something like that, communication comes in from afar where you might have to pay out some money. Has traveling put a dent in your finances? I'm sorry, I'm huffing because I apologize. I don't mean to huff like that, but I'm just thinking things through as well. My husband is a Cancer, and since it's aspecting our area of shared finances, I'm trying to think of what this could be. I apologize for that. Maybe a vehicle expense could cause a dip in your finances as well. If you had to pay off a class, or are in need of cash at this time, you might be able to get into a lucrative endeavor. Okay. Yeah. If it's, I want to read that over. If you have to pay off on a class or you're in need of cash at this time, a project can come in. That's a lucrative endeavor. Okay. Let's move along to Mars, the planet of energy and challenges. It enters Taurus, our area of personal resources and money, at 0 degrees. Try not to be argumentative or make snide remarks or involve yourself in a conflict on January the 6th. Enemies are waiting to pounce. Uranus is here, so shocking acts of aggression can ensue. Be calm and compromising. This is playing out in your area of friends and high hopes. So be mindful of having disagreements with friends over money or resources. This transit is squaring your area of shared finances, endings, and a rebirth, as well as personal finances. So you could face a loss in money or friendship. So be cool. and all will pan out. You know, if you don't meet opposition with fire or opposition. You know, you don't meet opposition with opposition yourself. You have to be calm and compromising. Now, you could see less challenges, or you could see favor for the effort you've put forward in the areas of communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your relationships with people. So within your networks and things like that, your community. Maybe you're losing a friend or a resource, but you're gaining a more valuable or a friend more suited to you through your networks of people. Communication as to the hard work you've done could come in, and people notice the effort you're putting into relationships. Now, opportunities surface in your sectors of self as well as long distance travel, even education and skills, maybe the way you think, the things you preach. Okay, you're receiving opportunities because of those things. Okay, you can also so basically it's saying the things you've said, people have heard it at a distance, maybe over the web. Maybe you're showcasing your skills or your education, and people see that and they're granting you opportunities because of it. You can cause obstacles with your words, or you can use them to energize yourself. So use it to your advantage. You may be called on to educate others. You will have the chance to state your case. Okay, the opportunity to travel can arise, so you should be looking to you could be looking to take a trip. Okay, now Mercury, the planet of skills and communication, even intellect, shifts into Aquarius, your area of shared finances, endings and beginnings, and death and rebirth on January the 8th. Okay, so fated events can happen during this transit. Okay, and when I say death, I also mean endings. You know, it doesn't have to mean literal death or anything like that. That just means ending something in an area and restarting something in another area. And being that it's shared finances, dealing with shared finances too, it's probably like a bill or something like that. But anyway, wealth can be lost as quickly as it is obtained, but it can be achieved nonetheless. Those that think quickly on their feet are able to work independently and can succeed and can see success on this day. Friends could play a factor as to your finances. Now, shocking endings can occur through communication with friends, especially if they're costing you money. A friend could also be revealing their own bad news as to an ending or with money. It will be surprising or catch you off guard at the very least. Another area that can see challenges to communication skills or intellect is your sector of romance, creativity, and children. Okay? Try not to argue with a lover. Uphold your moral standards, though. Okay? A child could deliver challenging news as to a loss in finances or a costly repair as well. Okay? Now, as far as when Mercury is in Aquarius, let's look to the blessings. The blessings in communication could come in as far as skills and intellect. Okay, for favor, you can look to your areas of secret, sacrifice, and solitude as well as home and family. So home is a sanctuary for you now. Family notices the sacrifices that you're making. Surprising communication could come in from a family member. Okay, and it will be good communication that will come in. Now, it could be a secret also that's communicated to you, or something that everybody's not privy to. Opportunities for communication graces your sector of career as well as work, health, and daily habits. Career or work opportunities can be communicated to you when Mercury is in Aquarius. So mind your health. This is a perfect time to start that new health regimen. Okay, Cancer? Now let's move along to Venus. Venus is the planet of pleasure, romance, and finances. It's going to enter Capricorn, our area of career, on January the 8th at 0 degrees. Use your intuition when making decisions. Know not only your motivation for certain actions, but the motivation of others as well. You may be juggling projects in love and work to create abundance. For you, this would factor into work relationships or even a romance and career. Favor in romance, pleasure, and abundance surfaces in your areas of friends and high hopes. A lover could surprise you at work. A friend could be needing assistance, or a friend could be assisting you. You could also be pursued by a friend that you wouldn't think had eyes for you. Communication, siblings, as well as community sees favor in romance and finances. You could receive a favorable you could receive favorable communication as to your finances when Venus is in Capricorn as well. A surprising love offer could come your way from your network of associates, so somebody in your networks of people. Now, friction as to abundance can come in to your sectors of home and family as well as career. Something in career could be mucking up the romance. Are you working too much, or is a lover taking on too many hours? Balance is key, Cancer. You want to communicate that to your lover. Opportunities to communicate abundance and delve into romance or pleasure-seeking endeavors come into your areas of romance, creativity, and children, as well as long-distance travel, education, skills, and study. Okay? The payoff could be lucrative in the end. Okay? Now, okay, so you could have a chance to work on a creative endeavor that you will enjoy, and the payoff will be lucrative in the end. So don't hide in your shell. People want to hear from you now. Your words can create abundance for you, okay? Those of you that are still working or, have home-based businesses. Now, on January the 9th, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is 4 degrees Aquarius, our area of friends and high hopes. It's sesquiquadrate, the true node at 19 degrees Gemini. That's our area of communication, siblings, community, short distance travel, and things like that. Okay? Or your area. Okay. Communicating with friends online could grant connections. Okay? Or it's our area of communication. Siblings, community, and short distance travel. So communicating with friends online could grant connections. But mind your loins. Avoid tempting but dangerous pleasure pursuits, because you could face utter devastation because of it. If you have a significant other, you could be found out. Or if they have a significant other, you could be found out. Creative arts are favored during this transit, and powerful friends can provide aid to those with a keen vision as to their goals. Avoid loud, boisterous opponents on this day, January the 9th. Someone could be slandering your name in order to damage your reputation. This is aspecting your area of shared finances, endings, and rebirth, as well as secret sacrifice and solitude. So a secret could be communicated to you through a sibling or a person in your network of people. An ending could create new beginnings. But remember that Saturn is also there. Okay? So do the right thing for the best results. Now, on January the 11th, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is at 5 degrees Aquarius. It's sextile Chiron at 5 degrees Aries. One could become a leader in their field if they're cunning. Obstacles are overcome with the assistance of powerful friends and family. A goal can be accomplished on this day, January the 11th. Spiritual guides, those in advertising or schooling to better their craft, can see success on this day. Okay. Opportunities for healing surface in your areas of career as well as it pertains to shared finances, endings, and a rebirth. Allow things that need to be released the freedom to leave. A new beginning is possible. New career endeavors could boost your shared finances. If there has been friction between you and a coworker or a friend, things can be healed on this day, on the 11th. Now on the 13th, that's the new moon. Now the new moon energies last for 2 weeks, right? It's on the 23rd. It's on the 13th. It's in Capricorn at 23 degrees. On this day, or during these 2 weeks, make sure you're honest and straightforward. Make sure you remain driven to your goals. This will garner you true friends. For you, this speaks as to career relationships. Surprise blessings of opportunity could surface in your areas of friends and high hopes, as well as communication, siblings, and your networks of people in short distance travel. Other opportunities, which could also deal with career, surface in your sectors of romance, creativity, and children. So a Scorpio person could feature for you in this aspect. You could be sparking up the romance or diving into a creative endeavor with a Scorpio. Friction as to this moon comes from areas of home and family as well as career. So be sure that whatever opportunity is coming your way can be accomplished without putting a damper on your other obligations, okay? If you have a significant other. Balance and discernment is key. I know you might be excited about, the new things happening to you, but you have to stay grounded, okay? Don't overcommit yourself to something. Now, on the 14th, Uranus, that's when it goes direct in Taurus at 6 degrees. We talked about that at the beginning. Your area of friends and high hopes. So shocking events can occur if one chooses to follow the head below as opposed to the head on their shoulders, if you know what I mean. And women, you are not excluded from this. So mind your morals or violence can ensue. You sextile this sign, okay? So a surprise opportunity could be communicated to you via a friend, but it's squaring your area of shared finances, endings, and rebirth. Friends could be causing you more trouble than they are worth. Long distance travel, education, and study. How you think of the things you preach also sees opportunity. You trine this area though, so opportunities are good for you. And favor to this, as to this transit, comes into your areas of relationships as well as communication, your networks of people, short distance travel, and even siblings. So as I said, you'll have favor as far as relationships, as far as communicating in your relationships, communicating within your relationships with people in your networks that you have relationships with, people in your community that you have relationships with, in your siblings. Communication should be good. Now, surprising good news could come from family and acquaintances. Shared finances, rebirth, and endings is also, as well as personal finances, could also see friction because of this transit. Now, a Leo friend could feature as to the friction in your personal finances. Okay? So that could be a Leo friend or someone who exhibits those energies that's costing you money and finances. Now, on January 17th, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is in Aquarius. Your area, well, it's in Aquarius anyway, but it's going to be at 6 degrees with Uranus, okay? So friends and high hopes is aspected here. Shocking events can occur if one chooses to follow their loins as far as messing around with someone if you have a significant other. Okay? Mind your morals, practice self-control, and don't be impressed by catcalls. The transit does not have to pertain to romance. Shady dealings involving friends are also warned against. It could affect your shared finances. Also, avoid arguing with friends over shared finances. Now, on January the 19th, Vesta, or resources as well, finances or resources. Now, on January the 19th, Vesta is retrograde at 21 degrees Virgo. Don't allow yourself to be swindled out of love or money by a slick-tongued charlatan character from the past. Devote yourself to something that will make you better. A sacrifice that could have to be made, though. So focus on your creative pursuits during this time when Vesta goes retrograde on the 19th. This aspects your area of communication, siblings, your networks of people, and short distance travel. You may get communication during this transit from an associate or a sibling. Now let's see, hold on. Since it's aspect in that area. Okay, so that's the goodness. That's the goodness to the area. You might get communication within this transit, during this transit, from an associate or sibling. Like I said, whether it's love or money, make sure you're not compromising what you have going on. Be committed to your aspirations. This trines your area of friends and high hopes, as well as relationships. Those areas see favor. The areas you want to watch out for friction as to surface in as to this transit are secret, sacrifice, and solitude, as well as work, health, and daily habits. Now, the charlatan could be attacking you by way of gossip. Your work ethic or your routines could come into question. Okay, a Sagittarius person could feature for you. So it could be a Sagittarius person or one who exhibits those energies that is gossiping about you or talking about your work ethic or routines. Okay. Now, on January the 19th, the sun enters Aquarius at 0 degrees. So thinking on your feet and expressing quick-wittedness this season can bring success. Friends and high hopes is definitely a focus this season. Now, this pertains to your shared finances, endings, and rebirth. Besides a square to your area of friends and high hopes, let's see what could be affecting your money or your chances for a rebirth. Romance, creativity, and children could be putting a damper on things. Okay, it's advised for you to cut down on the spending on a romantic partner, on creative endeavors, or on children. Make sure it's moderate across the board. You're using plenty of resources, so it's time to generate more. Let's look at the opportunities for you. Okay, now as far as your opportunities because of this transit, and let me remind you of when this transit is going to be on the 19th. Okay, this is when the sun moves into Aquarius. This is Aquarius season we're talking about here. Let's see. Let's look to the opportunities in favor to see how this can happen. Career as well as work, health, and daily habits is where you're going to see opportunity in favor. Take advantage of work and career opportunities coming your way. Fated events can happen during Aquarius season for you. Favor graces your sectors of secret, sacrifice, and solitude. Hopefully that's good. So that means that gossiping opponent is silenced, or they're doing it behind your back because they know people don't agree with them. Everybody's not going to agree. Other favor is in your area of home and family. New beginnings and shared finances. They look promising, okay? Now, January the 20th, Saturn is at 3 degrees Aquarius. It's going to be semi-square Neptune and Pisces at 18 degrees. This angle favors the arts, especially those working on crafts pertaining to love or children. Focus on loyalty and sincerity as opposed to things that arouse the sensual desires. Be optimistic about your creative pursuits and use your words to garner you favor. Garner the favor you're looking to achieve, you know. Your areas of shared finances, endings, and rebirth, as well as long distance travel, education, and the way that you think and the things that you preach are aspected here. Okay, so focus on building your skills and your shared finances. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to be important for you to do, to focus on building your skills at this time and your shared finances. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. Well, I guess that will work for you. Okay. But so you're focusing on career and shared finance. Focus on building your skills so you can build your shared finances. And you might have someone approach you for work, for a job, for a higher position or something like that at work. Now on January the 21st, Saturn at 4 degrees Aquarius is sesquiquadrate the true node at 19 degrees Gemini. Avoid tempting but dangerous pleasure pursuits because you could face utter devastation because of it. Creative arts are favored, and this transit powerful friends can provide aid during this transit if you have a keen vision as to your goals. But avoid loud, boisterous opponents. Now, someone could be slandering your name in order to damage your reputation. They might not be loud to you, but they're loud to whoever they're talking to, okay, about you. Pay no mind to the gossip, though. Focus on your aspirations and keep it moving. Now, let's see. On the 26th, Neptune at 19 degrees Pisces is square the true node at 19 degrees Gemini. So avoid that loud, boisterous person again. Be practical and realistic. Hone your skills, okay? Hone your skills in the area which you intend to cultivate a career anyway. Focus and maintain a clear focus as to what you want. This involves secret sacrifice and solitude, long distance travel, the way you think and the things you say. Practice what you preach, okay? This person is attacking your skill level and what you are about. Your work ethic, your dedication to craft will say it all. Keep updating your skills. Don't worry about them. They're talking out the side of their mouth. Now, January the 27th, Pluto, the planet of rebirth, or they could be talking out the side of their mouth. I don't know. You might not be up to par on skills. I'm sorry, to say that if you aren't focused on getting up to par. Because on the 27th, it's a chance for a rebirth. The planet of rebirth and renewal is at 25 degrees Capricorn. It's by quintile, the true node at 19 degrees Gemini. Someone that's slandering your name, you want to avoid that person, okay? It's sad to say this person is still at it, and it may be due to you being offered a promotion or a position that brings you higher to your aspirations, okay? They don't want you to succeed, okay? But it's not up to them. You're going to succeed anyway. If you want to succeed, it's up to you. Now, on January the 28th, the full moon comes into play. You have a 2-week moon cycle. This is your area of personal finances. It's going to be in Leo at 9 degrees. Be mindful when traveling during this moon cycle. If people are asking too much of you, let your concern to be known without being short-tempered. You can only do so much, Cancer. Friction comes in from your sectors of romance, creativity, and children, as well as friends and high hopes. You trying that area of romance, creativity, and children, so things will be good there when it's all said and done. A Leo friend or someone who exhibits Leo energy could shock you. As for favor, it comes in from your sectors of career as well as work, health, and daily habits. So career and health will see goodness for this 2-week moon cycle. Now, opportunities as far as this moon cycle that grace your area of secret sacrifice and solitude, these opportunities will be surprisingly good, and they will pertain to your shared finances, endings, and new beginnings. Other chances will surface in your areas of home and family. Maybe the shocking opportunity is in shared finances, and it blesses your family or your domesticity. Now, last but not least, we're going to get into Mercury retrograde. Even though you'll feel the energies from the middle of the month, it goes retrograde on the 30th of January. That's when you want to work on long-held aspirations and past projects. It's the time to be sociable and enjoy the company of friends on the web. Shocking, surprising communication could come in from people in your networks that pertain to your shared finances or endings or beginnings. Old friends and contacts could return. The past could catch you off guard this transit, okay? Besides a square to your area of friends and high hopes, let's see what could be causing the challenging communication to your area of money or your chances for a rebirth. In addition to friends, romance, creativity, and children could be putting a damper on things. It's advised that you cut down on spending because you're spending up too much money on the family, the lover, the kids. Let's look, or on a past endeavor, say you're getting something fixed on the house or something like that. You're putting a lot of money into it. Let's look as far as the opportunities during this retrograde, where the favor comes in. Career as well as work, health, and daily habits is an area for you. Take advantage of the work and career opportunities communicated your way, because fated events can happen during Aquarius season for you. You can get a fated job. Favor graces your areas of secret sacrifice and solitude as well. Hopefully this means that the gossiping opponent is silenced by this time. Other favor is in your area of home and family, new beginnings, and shared finances. They all look promising. So word could come in as to past resources or money owed to you, and you could receive it. Thank you so much for sticking with me for this monthly update. I'm sorry I couldn't do the videos, but because of time constraints, I can't be in front of the camera. But thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. And I love you guys. I'll see you next month.